Good afternoon, everyone. Gabe Velazquez here with you, TransferTradingSolutions.com on a Tuesday, 19th May. Market's kind of just chopping around, trying to sell off, but they can't. Let's get right into the charts. Again, I have a class coming up next week. Make sure and look for it and sign up for the newsletter. Give me a thumbs up. So let's get right into the charts. Not really much happening with the S&P. It's just meandering. You can see kind of just hanging around, even despite rates jumping, oil jumping. You can see we have basically uh, attempted to sell off, but it is, yeah, I think we still have this 7,300 level is going to be in play at some point. What triggers that obviously remains to be seen, but I think this is going to be in play coming up here. You can see it's kind of just last couple of, really since Friday, even though we did sell off, it's been a very grindy, just chop, chop, chop. But something's going to give here with regards to semiconductors and so forth. The Nasdaq still holding this uh, daily demand for now. This is actually, I've been pointing that out here. You see there, it's, I guess whatever you want to call it, 8-hour daily demand here. Seems to be holding it so far, but it goes deeper and deeper into this. So at some point, it's going to break down. Eventually, I think we're going to probably uh, pull back way, I can even see a pull back down to this area, this blue line here, but obviously there's a lot of demand in the middle here as we, obviously gotten very extended, but so far, still holding up. We will see this again in light of what's happening with all the risk and all that. One market that is interesting here, we did bounce off of the Russell. I think if rates continue higher, this is probably going to give way. We may, in fact, pull back all the way down to about 25.72 on the Russell 2K. Bitcoin, nothing going on. See if it can hold 75K. Um, Very fascinating that the VIX is just hanging around 18, 19, even. I think we'll have to have some further selling to get that thing going. Really, the story's been rates. You can see even as we speak, I'm doing this about an hour and 5 minutes before the close. They're starting to jump. It is, at what levels does the market start uh, being concerned? Obviously still remains to be seen. I wrote about it over the weekend. If you want to catch the newsletter, sign up for that. I did write a whole piece on that. Similarly, the dollar just churning here. It looks like it wants to break out. If rates go higher, the dollar's going to go to 100. Nothing much. This also obviously has to do with oil, with gold. If the dollar keeps going higher, gold is probably going to, wouldn't surprise me if it tests 4,100 again. Silver, came off that level here at 90. Now looks like it's headed back down to 60. Copper trying to bounce off that 619 level. We'll see if it can hold. And if not, then we're probably headed back to 580, 550 on copper. Um, Oil on the specific is now at the highs. So you'll notice even as I'm doing this, as oil is moving higher, you're starting to see the markets come off a little bit. So remember, everybody was talking about how the curve was out to, July. Remember when the war started, the July contract was sitting like at 80, and now you go out to the August, and that's at 100. So you have to go out until early next year to get any kind of meaningful relief, depending on, how you look at the curve. Nat gas is also starting to run, starting to participate. By the way, we are long in TTS in UNG calls. Again, if you want to find out what we're doing, we're long calls. We actually are long service now. A lot of the stuff that we're doing is working right now. Obviously, nothing works all the time. If you want some information on what we're doing, uh, contact us at support at, there's a link below as well. And then I've been talking about the grain markets, and those are stalling out now, but I think this is going to be in play, especially as we get into the summer, especially if the straits continue to be closed. Obviously we've got NVIDIA earnings coming up tomorrow after the close. We also have a bunch of dynamics going on. All the mega caps are actually down now. They were up a little bit, so you're seeing a little bit of rollover in the NASDAQ futures. Um, so we'll see how the day goes, and obviously Oracle tomorrow. Still watching rates, oil, and NVIDIA. Those are going to be the key uh, factors that can determine the next move of the markets. Um, so anyways, again, if you want information on what we're doing, hit support at hit the go to the website, hit the support tab. If you want to have a one-on-one conversation with me, I'm glad to do that as well. Until Friday, have a great week.